Hi everyone, it's Debbie from Dare to Date. Second time. I hate the internet sometimes. Now, I want to talk to you about, okay, it's the weekend, it's Sunday morning. Maybe you've gone on a bad internet date that didn't work, or a couple over the weekend, or alternatively, maybe you've gone out and you've either met some people you really weren't interested in, or you've not met anyone at all that you like. Now, it can be really tough being single when you don't want to be. And you can feel disappointed that you've gone out yet again and you're not able to meet someone. And look, I want to say, in what I do, I actually love working with singles because I understand firsthand how hard it can be single in Perth, how hard it can be to meet the person that you want, and it can feel quite disappointing. So I just want to talk to you about this today. And I also want to talk to you, we're getting to the end of the year, and I don't know whether we got 5 or 6 weeks left, and the year's gone faster than you want. So what do you do if you're still single when you didn't imagine you would be this time last year? Now, I was talking to a journalist from the West about how to make New Year's resolutions and what the point of them is. And it really is quite interesting. Sometimes we think New Year is a magic time, but all it really is it's a good time to look at what worked for us in the past year and what didn't work for us. And at the end of last year, I got this book, which was Goodbye 2017, Hello 2018. And it was pretty cool. So what you did is you looked at what happened in, say, 2017, what you'd achieved, what was good, what was working for you, what you really liked about the year and what you didn't like about the year. Then you were able to move forward and go, okay, what do I want to achieve in 2018? What's some of the goals? What's some of the things that I want to do for fun? Kind of went into a lot of detail. And, it was saying, look, what were the things last year that didn't work for you? So I went through this. And when I talked to the journalist, when I got off the phone, I went through the book. And it was really cool to look at it, to go, oh my God, I've done so many things this year that I wanted to achieve. And it feels really good when you achieve them, and I kind of was ticking off a lot of these things, which was great. But there were a few things that I didn't achieve that I wanted to. And that's okay. Look, I think sometimes what happens is we don't achieve things because we really don't want to achieve them that much. Like, I know every new year I'm forever saying, okay, I'm going to get fit. I'm gonna lose some weight. I'm gonna exercise more. And every year I kind of fall off that bandwagon. I'm not one of those people that really loves exercise. I wish I was. Maybe I'll find that in me one day. Anyway, I'm not often motivated enough to do it. If someone said to me, okay, Deb, we're gonna give you $1 million if you lose 8 kilos, I would actually do everything it took to lose those 8 kilos. Because I would have something and I would be so motivated to make it happen. So I think that's what happens. Sometimes we don't want things enough in our life. Or if you're single, you can be so scared of getting hurt again, or so scared of things not working out that you don't take the action that you need to. So look, I encourage you, what I'm going to do, because of those things that I didn't do. And one of the great things I did this year is I have been doing 2 jobs for a long time. I was working full time and running my business, whereas I was running an event once a week. I was coaching people. I didn't have much time and it was quite exhausting. And I did get rid of the day job this year. So I'm really excited that now I'm working full time in my business. But the other thing is that there's a few things I haven't done in that space. So I'm actually going to go through the list of the things I haven't done this year. And I've got 6 weeks. So there's still time to go tick off those lists. And I'll check back in with you and let you know how I go. So how does this relate to being single? So I reckon, look, take stock of what's worked for you in 2018. What you've done that's worked. What you still want to do. And take some steps to do something differently. If you do what you've always done, seriously, you're going to get what you've always gotten. And that is the definition of insanity. So I challenge you to do something completely different. Now I'm going to give you a couple of tips of what you can do. Now the first one is make space in your life. There is a lot of single people that are hung up on a relationship that didn't work, or someone that's in and out of their life, someone that's a little bit unavailable, and they kind of waste time on this wrong person, and probably deep down in their heart or their gut, they know that it's not going to work. Now, make space, get rid of them, get rid of what doesn't work. If someone can't see your needs and isn't able to respond to them, you're never going to have a happy relationship. So if you think about a car bay, you can only fit one car in that bay at any given time. So if you've got someone in your life that's not working, you're not going to attract the right person. So it's time to make space entirely. And look, the next thing that I would say is clear away all the negative things. It can be really easy to have a lot of baggage in your life that you carry forward. You know, you're so scared that what happened to you in the past is going to happen again. Maybe you're scared you're going to lose your freedom. Maybe you're scared that someone's going to abandon you, that someone's going to cheat on you. When you carry a lot of those fears with you forward, you often create some self-fulfilling prophecies. You're looking so much at what you don't want that you actually find that. So clear away and find some ways to deal with your baggage, because your baggage and your hurts is what actually blocks you from getting the type of relationship that you want. Now, I love helping singles do that. So if you need some help and you're just struggling to get past some things that are holding you back, maybe it's a relationship, maybe you've been badly hurt in the past and you feel like you can't trust, maybe you feel like there's no singles out there. You know, I really do get some great results working with people in that space. Now, the third thing is change your mindset. You know, find a way to be a bit more positive. If you come with that, and that heavy, disappointed energy is not very attractive to people around you. And what do I mean? Look, I know if you've gone on those bad dates this weekend, or you've gone out and you've not found anyone you want, it's hard not to get disappointed. But I want to give you some facts, right? 90% of people online are going to be wrong for you. So don't get discouraged. Whether you like it or not, it's a numbers game. You know, maybe 1 in 10 people will be right for you. So don't get discouraged. Don't go with the mindset. You ladies out there, you're going to come across some sleazy men. You're going to come across some, you know, men who are rude, men who, you know, the whole dick pic stuff and the rest of it. You're going to come across some of that. But don't let it put you off, because there's a lot of great guys out there. And, you know, when you come from a whole mindset of what's possible, you come with a really different energy. And I want to say one other thing is, they did a survey of around 2,000 single people. And do you know what the most attractive trait was? I don't know if anyone can guess what it is. And it's not what you think. It's not looks, it's not sexiness, it's not anything else. I think it was like 78% of singles found the most attractive trait is communication. You know, if you can talk to someone, you can, for the guys out there, the best way to be able to pick up a woman is by having a really great conversation with them. And it's a skill that you can learn. And look, women do fall in love with their ears. So if you can relate to them, you will change the results you get. I actually went out as a wing woman a couple of weeks ago with a guy, and it was really interesting. We actually met up with a couple of guys who, you could watch them, they could just talk to any woman and buy a great conversation and get phone numbers without any effort. And it all comes to the ability to be able to relate and have a good conversation. And you don't need the perfect pickup line. Often being able to go up to someone with confidence and just say, "Hi, I am Debbie," and have a chat to someone. And, you know, girls, if you're complaining that no one's talking to you, what I did observe that night is it's really hard when there's a big group of girls for guys to talk to you. And often the body language is closed. So girls, if you want guys to talk to you while you're out, make it a little bit easier for them to be able to talk to you. Okay, so I've talked for a while this morning. So what I want to say is take stock of where you're at and where you want to be for next year, because you don't want to waste another year being single, and it's quite easy to waste time. And I do want to say, whoever you're looking for is also looking for you. And before I finish, we've got some really cool events coming up in the next week that I'm quite excited about. on Wednesday night, we've got a workshop on what men really think. And it's presented by two guys. And when I hear these guys, I'm really excited because I learned something. Men and women think so differently. And we often think we're communicating in a way that they can hear, but they don't hear us. And we often miscommunicate in the dating space. And I do have so many men call me and talk about some of the behaviours that women do that just put them off. And you know, I've done some of them myself too. And women aren't aware of this, and they aren't aware of where they're going wrong. So look, this money is not an expensive workshop, and one of the guys has worked with in Tony Robbins workshops for 10 years. The other guy has coached women's basketball and seen the mistakes they've made, and he's actually a coach as well, and really amazing at the insight that they will give you into the workings of the male mind. And I don't know, I know that guys are simple and straightforward, but because they think so differently to us, we don't always get it. Now, the other events that I'm really excited about is we're going to do Dinner for 8. And what Dinner for 8 will do is it will give you the chance to get to know people slowly. So you won't have to do the 5-minute speed date. You get a 2 and a bit course dinner. And we're actually going to a Romano restaurant, which is on the Barrack Street jetty next to the Lucky Shag. So you'll get to move around in dinner. I'll meet you there and make sure everyone's comfortable. And it's not really a high cost event. It's $67 and you get dinner and you get a drink. We're doing lunch this Saturday for the 45 to 55, and we're 50% booked for women and a little bit booked for men. So make sure you grab your ticket. It will definitely be worth it. You'll come away with new friends as much as, you know, the chance. And if you expand your social circle, it actually helps you meet other singles. I've got, I think it's 32 to 42 next Wednesday night, and the following Sunday I've got 42 to 52 lunch dating. But make sure you grab a ticket because it's really going to be a good event. Okay, that's enough from me today. I hope that you enjoy the rest of the Sunday, and it's been great talking to you. Bye.